Hello, Seiiti Arata. Happy New Year. Maybe this year you want to start a new business or you've already begun, but still difficult. You're struggling to get your first clients. And it can be pretty frustrating, can be overwhelming when you believe you have a great idea, you have a great product, but nobody's buying. So if that's your case, I have some ideas here that can help you in your approach on how to get started. It's just important to clarify that these ideas are not for everybody. So if you haven't started yet, if you're just dreaming about starting your business one day, these ideas will not be very easy for you to implement. Or if you already have a business that is successful, at this moment maybe you want to scale your business, you want to refine your operations. But if you're in this critical early stage, you need to understand your first customers to validate what you're building. So if that's your case, welcome. I know you might feel stuck because you will say you don't have the connections, you don't have the reputation, you don't have the resources, the team that bigger business do. And that is okay because you don't need all of that. Right now, what you want is to find a way to identify your first customers and then connect with them effectively without wasting your time, wasting your energy. That's exactly what I'm going to be helping you with. This is about finding clarity, creating a clear path to build your business that will work. When you deeply understand who are your first clients and how to serve them, that's how you make your initial sales, you lay the groundwork for long-term growth, for long-term success. So if you're ready to focus on what really matters, let's get started. We'll be here talking about one of the biggest mistakes that the entrepreneurs make when they're trying to get their first clients. Imagine this. You're dedicating years of your life, billions of dollars to create a revolutionary product, and then you discover that nobody wants it. Can you imagine that? And that's exactly what happened with the company Iridium. This project wanted to create satellite phones that would work anywhere in the world, from deserts to oceans, Antarctica. Sounded incredible because you might think, oh, who wouldn't want to have a phone with global coverage? Actually, nobody. When the phone launched, the phone was really big, it was heavy, it was very expensive. The cost of making one single call was 14 times higher than the competitors. And the critical point is that most people didn't need on their daily lives a phone to make a phone call in the middle of the ocean or in a remote desert. They just needed a phone that would work at home, in their car, in the office. And these were places where the satellites of Iridium were not very reliable. The signal was not good. It was a spectacular failure because the creators misunderstood what the customers really wanted. Okay, now you're thinking, but this is not for me, I'm not going to launch satellites. Okay, but you might be falling into the same trap of building something that nobody needs. If you want to make money, if you want to find clients while you avoid wasted effort, the key is to understand your customers on a deep level. Steve Blank and Bob Dorff, they have a book called The Startup Owner's Manual. It offers a framework to avoid this. It starts with the customer discovery, which involves asking 4 essential questions. First of all, have you identified a problem that your customers are desperate to solve? Second, does your product solve that problem effectively? Third, do you have a viable, profitable business model? And fourth, are you ready to sell? These questions might sound quite simple, but when you answer them, it might mean the whole difference between success and failure. To answer these questions, you need to focus on a specific group of people who are excited about your idea, about your product. They are ready to invest, to put money on it. These people are the early evangelists. They are your first customers, your dream customers. They want to buy your product before it's even finished because they have such a strong need for it. They don't care. They're not just buyers. They want to have their problem solved. They are innovators. They are willing to try, to pay more, to be the first people to use your product, your service. The early evangelists have 5 different traits. They have a pressing problem, or a passion. They know they have the problem. They're actively searching for a solution. They have already tried to fix it themselves using homemade solutions, and they're willing to spend money on something that works. So, you see, these are not people looking for discounts. They're pioneers who value innovation on being first. To find these customers, you have to start ignoring the masses. Don't try to please everybody, especially in the beginning. That approach would waste your time and your energy. Instead of that, you have to focus on creating a minimum viable product, MVP. This is a simple version of a product that just does one thing extremely well to solve the main problem of your customer, of your early evangelist. You have to build it, you have to show it to them, and let them to give you feedback for improvement. This ensures that you're solving real problems for the people who are willing to try to pay. When you launch your MVP, you're going to get feedback from many directions, from your potential customers, from your friends, from family and other people. And many entrepreneurs make the mistake of trying to address all these suggestions at the same time. Don't do that. Instead of that, you have to focus on what will directly improve the experience for your early evangelist. You have to ask yourself, will this change my product in a better way to give more happiness, to encourage people to buy? If the answer is yes, then you implement. Otherwise, just keep it for later. This method is both practical and liberating. By focusing on the early evangelists, you simplify your efforts, you dramatically increase your chances of success. You stop wasting time trying to satisfy everybody. Instead of that, you redirect your energy toward the people who really matter. These are your customers, who will become your advocates. They'll help you to spread the word. They'll give you more business. There will be more momentum. Your business will start to grow. Once you've connected with early evangelists, you have to use their insights to refine, to improve your product. You have to sit down with them and ask specific questions. You have to find out what they loved about it, what they were frustrated about, and how can you improve. If your MVP doesn't meet their expectations, you have to quickly adjust. Your goal is to serve them so well that they say they can't imagine their lives anymore without your product, without your service. This is not about selling something, it's about creating something that people love, that they truly value. So by focusing on the early evangelists and their needs, you avoid the common trap of overcomplicating things. You build something that really works, that grows, that makes a real impact. So you can skip the frustration, you stop wasting your effort, your time, and you start your journey with the right clients, the early evangelists. They are the foundation for your success. If you want to succeed in your business, you need to do more than just executing ideas. You need to improve how you think, how you learn, how you use your brain to quickly adapt to the challenges. Every skill you need, from understanding your customers to refining your product, it all depends on your ability to learn effectively. And intelligence is not something fixed. It's something you can develop by learning how to learn. You can access a full class on this by going to the link arata.se/intelligence. Your brain is adaptive. The neuroscience shows that there is neuroplasticity, which allows the brain to change, to improve throughout your life. Just like building physical strength, improving your abilities of your brain is something that will require effort and also the right strategies. Focus is your first tool. When you're trying to get your first clients, there'll be so many distractions. Now, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for focus, for decision making, it works best when it's clear, with specific tasks. You have to narrow your focus on the most critical problems. You have to avoid overwhelming yourself. This will help your business and also will train your brain to prioritize effectively. You have to challenge yourself to embrace learning, even during the moments when it's uncomfortable. Because when you step into unfamiliar territory, the interviewing clients process, building your prototype, your hippocampus will create stronger neural connections. And this builds new skills, this improves your problem-solving skills. Effort in your learning will also increase your dopamine, which will reinforce your positive habits. It will all keep you motivated. You have to adopt a growth mindset. There is research about you believing in your own ability to improve, and that will lead to better outcomes. This means treating your mistakes as opportunities to learn. Every piece of feedback, every failed experiment is now an opportunity for you, a chance for you to adapt, to grow. So please take care of your brain with proper nutrition, proper sleep, and exercise. Sleep will consolidate your memory, will support your creative thinking. Physical exercise will boost your blood flow in your brain, will sharpen your concentration. All these small habits will directly impact how well your brain performs when you need it the most. So when you break this down into steps, you can see how you can combine your focus, challenge your learning, develop a growth mindset, your self-care. Together, all these practices will make you a better learner in your business, making you a better learner, dealing with your clients, adapting quickly, effectively, spotting new opportunities. You see that this is not about working harder, right? It's about using your brain in a smarter way. And I'll teach you the techniques that you need when you visit the link arato.se/intelligence. Your ability to learn is the foundation for everything you want to achieve. Improve how you think, how you learn, and give yourself the tools to make better decisions, to stay resilient, to reach what once was out of your reach. Your brain is the most valuable resource you have, so use it wisely.